Jesus helps us change the way we think. Aren't you glad for that today? He helps us change the way we think. As I mentioned, Thomas needed this in his life. His thought patterns, this negativity, this doubting needed to be changed, permanently altered. And Jesus helped him. Look at the passage we read a portion of a few moments ago, John chapter 20, verse 24. Now Thomas, also known as Didymus, what does Didymus mean? Twin, exactly. One of the 12, was not with the disciples when Jesus came. And so the first week after his resurrection, Jesus appeared to his disciples. Thomas wasn't there. He didn't go to church that weekend. Okay? He didn't go to church that weekend. Okay. So the other disciples told him, "We have seen the Lord." But he said to them, "Unless I see the nail marks in his hands and put my finger where the nails were and put my hand into his side, I will not believe." Not going to believe. A week later, his disciples were in the house again, and Thomas was with them. So he came back to church the next weekend, okay? Though the doors were locked, Jesus came and stood among them and said, "Peace be with you." Then he said to Thomas, "Put your finger here. See my hands. Reach out your hand and put it into my side. Stop doubting and believe." Thomas said to him, "My Lord and my God." Then Jesus told him, "Because you've seen me, you have believed. Blessed are those who have not seen and yet have believed." What is this passage all about? Here is Jesus. The disciples are in a room. There's 11 of them there because Judas is no longer in the picture. So there are 11 disciples in the room. Thomas is now with them. The Bible says that Jesus steps through. It's a locked door, and Jesus steps through the locked door. He steps through the door, and the first thing he says is, "Peace be with you." Peace be. And then he does this. He says, "Thomas, I need to have a word with you. I need to have a word with you, Thomas, because your future is going to be determined by what happens here in these next few moments." Okay, come here, Thomas. Let me see your hand. I want you to put your hands, you see those nail prints? Go ahead and put your finger right there. They're real. And by the way, Thomas, look, you see where I was pierced in the side. And there in that moment, he said these words to him, very important words. What are they? Say them again. Stop doubting and believe. What's the first word here?